Semley's Necklace, by Ursula Le Guin, Galactic Area 8, Number 62, Fomalhaut 2, High Intelligence Life Forms, Species Contacted, Species 1, A, Gdemir or G-Dem in singular, also known as clayfolk, highly intelligent, fully hominoid nocturnal cave dwellers, 120-135 centimeters in height, light skin, dark head hair, a technologically oriented early steel culture, technology enhanced to industrial, point C, B, Fire or Fion in singular, highly intelligent, fully hominoid, 130 centimeters, generally light in skin and hair, living in village and nomadic communal societies. The race appears atechnological and evasive. Species 2, Luar or Lu in singular, highly intelligent, fully hominoid, height above 170 centimeters. This species possesses a fortress village, clan descent society, a block technology, and feudal heroic culture. Can be separated into two pseudo-races. A. Ulgir, Midman, light-skinned and dark-haired. B. Angyar, lords, very tall, dark-skinned, yellow-haired.
That's her,
said Rokanen, looking up from the abridged handy pocket guide to intelligent life forms at a woman who was looking at a display.
I didn't know Fomalhaut 2 had intelligent people. At least we know what she is. Well, I want to know now who she is.
Semley was of an ancient family, a descendant of the first kings of the Angyar, and for all her poverty her hair shone with the pure, steadfast gold of her inheritance. The little people, the Faya, bowed when she passed them. She was still very young when she married to Durhal of Hallan. His mother's bridal gown sewn with 1,000 tiny crystals, as well as a silver mirror that hung in their room were all his wealth. She herself had brought nothing in dowry to her husband, not even a silver hairpin. Some of his lesser kinfolk of Hallan still possessed wardrobes of fancy clothing, excellent furniture and jewelry that made Semley look envious. She spoke to Durhal's sister, Durasa.
My family had a great treasure once. It was a necklace of all gold with the blue jewel set in the center. It was bought with all the money my great ancestor Lenin got when he conquered the southern lands. All the money from the whole kingdom. Think of it, for one jewel. Oh yeah, it would outshine anything here in Hallan. It was called the Eye of the Sea. My great-grandmother wore it. But you never saw it. Lost before I was born. My father said it was stolen before the Star-Lords ever came to our realm. He wouldn't talk of it, but there was an old mid-woman full of tales who always told me the fire would know where it was. I should like to see those people. They are full of songs and tales. Are they like the clayfolk? I haven't seen the clayfolk. Think, Durosa, with the wealth of a kingdom around my neck, I can outshine the other women as he outshines all men. Semley is foolish. Semley who shines like a falling star. Semley whose husband loves no gold but the gold of her hair.
Another year had passed, and the Starlords had come again to collect their taxes for the war against the world's end, this time using a couple of dwarfish clayfolk as interpreters, and so leaving all the Angyar humiliated to the point of rebellion. Another year too was gone, and Haldre had grown into a lovely child.
Keep Haldre for me these few days, Durosa. I'm going south to Karen. To see your father? To find my inheritance. I'm fed up with your cousins. I am going to bring my dowry to my lord, as one of my lineage would. Semley, does Dura know you're going? My return will be a happy one.
She kissed her daughter goodbye before Durasa could speak. Semley was mounting a windsteed, a beast of a finer breed. With its mighty wings, it soared through the clouds and arrived at Korean on the third morning. Semley found her father in the ruined courts, drinking all night.
What are you back for? Did the young Hala not marry you? I came to get my dowry, father. Is it true, father, that the fire stole the necklace Eye of the Sea? How do I know? The thing was lost before I was born. The sons of Lenin are all dead. Their treasures are all lost, so forget about it.
Semley went to the village of Faya. The people there happily greeted her.
Hail, Hala's bride, Semley the Fair.
Semley asked about her necklace.
Fire would never stole the necklace. We had no use of gold. We already had the sunlight. We appreciate the yellow fruit, the yellow leaves in the end season, the yellow hair of Our Lady of Karen. No other gold. But what about the clayfolk? Do not go among the clayfolk, Semley. A very long ago we were one, but now we are not what they are. Think that not all roads that lead down lead up as well. Mine leads neither down nor up, kind host, but only straight on to my inheritance. I will go to it where it is and return with it.
The Fion bowed, laughing a little. She mounted her windsteed and flew southwestward toward the caves down by the rocky shores of Currency. It was said the clayfolk never came out of their caves into the light of the sun, and feared even the moons.
Are you the clayfolk? Gdemir, Ari, people of the lords of the realms of the night. I'm Semley of Karen, Dura's wife of Halan. I come to you seeking my inheritance, the necklace called the Eye of the Sea, lost long ago. Why do you seek it here, Anya? Here is only sand and salt and night, because lost things are known of in deep places, and gold that came from earth has a way of going back to the earth, and sometimes the made, they say, returns to the maker. It is true the necklace Eye of the Sea is known to us by name. It was made in our caves long ago and sold by us to the Anya. And the blue stone came from the clay fields of our kin to the east. But these are very old tales, Anya. So where is it now? If you insisted, we shall lead you to the realm of the night.
As Semley followed the dwarkish folk into the tunnel, she saw a cart. Obeying her new guide's gestures, with no hesitation and no trace of wonder on her face, Semley stepped into the cart and made the windsteed crouch beside her. Faster and faster the walls slid past and a screaming of metal on metal occurred. The cart stopped. Semley followed the guide up the steps into a vast hall. There were claymen clothed in garments imitating those of the Starlords. What she saw without looking. When she came before a group of claymen who wore iron circlets on their black hair, her guide halted and bowed.
The high lords of the Jinimir, I come among you seeking the lost treasure of my family. O lords of the dark realm, I seek Lanen's prize, the Eye of the Sea. We do not have this thing you seek. You do not have it now, but it may be you know where it is. It is where you cannot come to it. Never, unless we help you. Then help me. I ask this as your guest. It is said, the Anya take the fire gift, the Jidimir give and take. If we do this for you, what will you give us? My thanks, Night Lord. Listen, Anya, this is a great favor you ask of us. You do not know how great a favor. You do not understand. You are a race that will not understand, that cares for nothing but wind riding and crowd raising and sword fighting and shouting together. Know this, we Jitimir are friends of the Starlords. They do us favors as we do them favors. Now, what do your thanks mean to us? That is your question to answer, not mine. I have asked my question. Answer it, Lord.
After a long discussion among themselves, one of the clayfolk said,
Anya, we will take you to the place where the treasure lies. More than that we cannot do, and your beast cannot come with us. How long a journey, Lord? A very far journey, lady, yet it will last only one long night. I thank you for your courtesy. Will my steed be well cared for this night? He will sleep until you return. A greater wind steed you will have ridden. When you see that beast again, will you not ask where we take you? Can we go soon on this journey? Will not stay long away from my home. Yes, soon.
Said the clayfolk with a bit of a hesitation. A clayman stuck a long needle into the windsteed's hide. It fell asleep and was then carried off by a group of clayfolk. After going through more and more tunnels, Semley suddenly found herself out into the open air at full night. The clayfolk made her climb now into some new kind of cart or cave. She did not know which. It was decorated with little blinking lights. A long needle was stuck in her, and they told her she would have to be tied down in a sort of flat chair, tied down head and hand and foot. She refused at first. But when she saw that the four claymen who were to be her guides let themselves be tied down first, she submitted. There was a roaring sound, and a long silence. Then, there was no weight, nothing at all.
Am I dead?
Opening her eyes, she saw the white face bent over her. She was weightless, bodiless.
Oh no, lady, don't worry. We will not hurt you. Only let us touch your hair. The Jidimir seem to be rather awe of her, aren't you? I never saw such a beautiful alien type in 18 years here and on New South Georgia. She looks like a goddess. I wish we could talk to her without those Jidimir as interpreters.
Rokanen went toward their visitor and bowed. The beautiful woman smiled and spoke.
She say, Hail, Lord of the Stars.
Growled one of her squad escorts.
Hail, Lady of Anya. In what way can we of the museum serve the lady? She say, please give her necklace which treasure her blood kin forbearers long. What necklace?
Semley pointed the particular one in the central display case.
How do we get the thing? Wait, let me look it up in the catalog. I got it here. Here, it came from those Jidimirs. It says we had to let them buy the ship they came here on and AD4. This was part payment. It's their own handiwork. Bet they can't do this kind of work anymore since they've moved to industrial. But they seem to feel the thing is hers, not theirs or ours. It must be important or they wouldn't have given up this time span to her errand. It takes several years to get here from Formalot. Can you give this thing away? Sure. All the exotica are technically on loan, not our property. Peace above all, until the war comes. After all, a beautiful lady deserves a beautiful necklace.
Semley finally got the necklace. She came to take her windsteed, which came out from some kind of box, and its fur was rimmed with ice. She rode her windsteed towards Hallen.
Go quick, go quick. I want to see my darling soon.
An old lady came to greet her.
Oh, Semley, Semley. Who are you? I'm Dorosa. Semley. You're still young, Semley. Young as the day you left here, and you wear around your neck the necklace. Yes, it's a gift to my husband. Where is he? Duhas is dead.
Semley stood unmoving.
Your husband, my brother, Duha Hallandor, was killed several years ago in battle. 9 years you had been gone. He lies buried in the fields above the Ormar. I will go to him. Then I will give him my gift. Wait, Semley. Your daughter, Hardre, had grown to be a beautiful girl. You should go see her.
Haldre had Durhal's eyes, and she was of the same age as her mother, Semley, only that Semley was a bit taller.
Take it, take it. It was for Durha and Hydre that I bought it from at the end of the long night.
Semley removed her necklace.
Oh, take it, Hydre.
She cried, darting off eastward into the forest of the mountainside.
Hey, remember to sign up for my website and get some free reviews.